road to the White House travels right through New Hampshire tonight as the Granite State holds its primary.
The first 6 voters in the state cast their ballots at midnight, and all of them chose former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Haley is hoping to make a strong showing against former President Donald Trump. Our political reporter Jack Fink joining us here in studio now with a preview. And Jack, what should we be looking for tonight?
Well, Ken and Nicole, New Hampshire's state motto is live free or die. And tonight for Nikki Haley, it could be do or die. Some analysts say if she gets blown out by former President Donald Trump, it will be nearly impossible for her to continue. But they say if she's close, within single digits, she may have some momentum to head to her home state of South Carolina and beyond.
Chaos follows him.
Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley got the two-person race she hoped for as the major alternate.
He's unelectable.
To former President Donald Trump. Since he won the Iowa caucuses by about 30% last week, most of the major candidates dropped out. First, last Monday night, tech billionaire Vivek Ramaswamy announced he was suspending his campaign and backing Trump. Then former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson said he was dropping out. And 2 days ago, on Sunday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis backed out of the race and endorsed Trump. Most Republican leaders are now behind Trump. Since the Iowa caucuses, Trump has increased his lead over Haley in the Real Clear Politics average of polls, from more than 13 percentage points to now more than 19 percentage points. And the most recent polls taken after DeSantis quit show Trump leading by as many as 27 percentage points.
Ambassador, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
Still, in a campaign memo today, Haley's campaign said they have a shot in her home state of South Carolina and Michigan, along with the 16 Super Tuesday states, including Texas, that have open primaries where not only Republicans can cast a ballot. Over in the Democratic primary, there's an interesting dynamic. It won't count this year because President Joe Biden wanted South Carolina, which rescued his campaign in 2020 and is more diverse, to be the first primary for the Democrats on February 3rd. The president didn't register to be on the ballot in New Hampshire, but his supporters are urging Democrats there to write in his name on the ballot. Meantime, Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips of Minnesota, who is running a long-shot campaign against the president, is on the ballot and is telling Democrats that the president wrote the state off, so don't write him in. And most polls in New Hampshire close in the next hour at 6 p.m. Texas time, though some close at 7 p.m. Texas time. State law allows results to be announced after polls close, so we will start getting results after 6 p.m. our time.